President Uhuru Kenyatta today led Kenyans in celebrating the 56th Madaraka Day as well as launching new generation notes. Uhuru talked tough and declared the 1,000 note to be null and void by 1st of October. This is a big blow to all who had kept billions of money in their houses.
Kwa sasa ni polisi wa taifa kwenye mavazi ya rasmi ya sherehe. Kwa sasa ni vikundi vya askari wa utawala, administration police wakiwa kwenye mavazi yao mbalimbali. Kundi cha pili cha askari wa utawala kinachofuata kwa sasa ni kikosi kinachojulikana kama Kenya Forest Service, askari wanaochunga misitu yetu. Wanafunzi kwa sasa ni vijana wa huduma kwa taifa wakiwa kwenye mavazi yao mbalimbali. Mabibi na mabwana wanaotumikia kwenye gwaride letu la vikosi vya usalama Lingaro County General. Kikundi cha kwanza kwenye mavazi ya rasmi ya sherehe, kikundi cha pili wakiwa kwenye mavazi ya rasmi ya kikazi. wenzangu wa chuo cha ufundi cha Madaraka waweze kuendelea.
Asante sana mwenzangu Faida Fancy. Mbele zetu chini ya uongozi wake mteki
Asante sana bwana Peter Njoo
wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, ili aweze kutuongoza kwa sherehe ya leo kwa makofi na furaha moja. na vikundi vinavyofuata kwa sasa ni vikundi vya askari wa utawala Administration Police wakiwa kwenye mavazi yao mbalimbali. Mheshimiwa Rais, mabibi na mabwana, kikosi kinachofuata kwa sasa ni kikosi kinachochunga mbuga zetu za wanyama kikiwa kwenye mavazi ya rasmi ya kikazi. Na wavuvi haramu na hali kadhalika kushirikiana na jeshi letu la nchi kavu kupambana na maharamia. Na kikundi kinachopata kwa sasa kikundi cha askari wa magereza wakiwa kwenye mavazi yao mbalimbali.
Moja kushoto, moja kulia, na ya katikati kuweza kusonga mbele. Kama hali ya hewa ingeruhusu, basi ingeleta kuweza kuinuka juu na kutetea mizunguko ya kushoto. Ndege ya pili, mizunguko ya kushoto. Kwa sababu ya hali ya hewa, Mheshimiwa Rais, zote pia kutetea mzunguko wa kushoto. Hali ya anga kama ingeikubali, basi ndege ile kushirikiana chali na kurudi mahali ambapo imetoka. Tuwapigie upe ishara kwamba anga letu mpaka hivi sasa liko salama, kwani jeshi letu la hewa wako imara angani. Ndege hizi zikiwa zinatumika hasa kuweza sasa liko salama, kwani jeshi letu la hewa wako imara angani. Ndege hizi zikiwa zinatumika hasa kuweza kuwapa pita kwa kasi kabisa, hizi zikijulikana kama wafalme wa anga. Ndege yetu F5 kwa kasi kabisa weza kuinuka juu na kutetea mizunguko, weza kunyanyuka juu pia kutetea mizunguko ya kushoto. Basi ndege hiyo mwisho inalala chali na kurudi mahali ambapo imetoka. Ndege haya tano nilivyosema zinakuja kuletea bombas, ikiwa manake kama moja kushoto moja kulia. Sasa kuletea high speed pass, ama ukipenda unaweza kuletea kasi ya mwisho, itakuja na kasi kabisa.
Fellow Kenyans, we have the opportunity to change the lives of our people, channel the course of our urbanization into sustainability, and rewrite our history for our benefit as well as for future generations. I believe we must seize the moment and live true to the mantra, Boma yangu, hadi yangu, my home, my dignity. As your president, I look forward to handing over no less than 500,000 house keys to first-time homeowners between now and Madaraka Day 2022. Fellow Kenyans, this is a huge step towards the realization of plenty within our borders. We recognize that we still have a sizable number of Kenyans who struggle to put food on their table. As part of our Big Four agenda, we are working to make decent and healthy meals accessible and affordable for all Kenyans. And our path to food security is anchored on ensuring significant improvement in farm productivity by enhancing the quality of farm inputs. Over the last 3 months, we have indeed received depressed rainfall in some parts of the country, and as a result, there is likely to be a decreased farm produce and pasture, leading perhaps to a shortage of essential food commodities. My government has responded by implementing an elaborate drought mitigation plan that will guarantee continuity of supply and availability of affordable food commodities for all households. In this regard, we shall purchase livestock in drought-stricken counties and release maize stocks held in strategic food reserve into the market at an affordable price. At this stage, I urge and also warn our private sector to be responsible corporate citizens and not to abuse market dominance to create artificial shortages and cause unwarranted increase in food prices. Going forward, we shall continue to monitor the food supply situation and ensure that adequate stocks are available to meet local demand. Government will also support those who may need food relief, and we emphatically guarantee that no Kenyan will die of hunger. 2022. Fellow Kenyans, the Housing Fund is the second entity through which the delivery of affordable housing programs shall be supported. The creation of the fund was informed by the need to bridge the gap between the haves and the have-nots by creating a framework through which the traditionally unbanked can access financing towards home ownership. Unfortunately, the implementation of the Housing Fund levy as a mandatory contribution for both employees and employers has at every turn been fraught with legal hurdles and obstacles. It is my hope that these hurdles will be overcome without further undue delay to ensure implementation. This will allow all Kenyans who wish to take advantage of this life-changing initiative to realize their dream of owning a modern, decent home in a rent-to-own purchase arrangement. Already, as we speak, over 216,000 Kenyans have demonstrated their confidence in the affordable housing program by registering with the Boma Yangu initiative. The second policy directive regards the importation of goods by small and medium traders. In my working tours over the last week, I have received consistent feedback from Wananchi and the business community that the Kenya Bureau of Standards has, despite its good intentions and in lawful discharge of its mandate, overly constrained the importation of goods by small and medium enterprises. It is true that KEBS inspection exercises have been leading to delays in the release of imports. Accordingly, and to strike a better balance between enhancing the ease of doing business in Kenya on the one hand and protection of the public from harmful imports, I hereby direct the Kenya Ports Authority, the Kenya Revenue Authority, and the Kenya Bureau of Standards to honor the pre-shipment inspection done by its appointed agents. Imported goods, therefore, should not be subject to additional inspection at the port of entry, except for cases legitimately suspected not to conform to the set standards. We shall also initiate business tax reforms in the coming finance bill and also restructure port logistic operations. And all efforts will be made to guarantee the predictability. As you are aware, the government is the largest consumer of goods and services in our economy. Many small businesses are built to service this demand. Unfortunately, pending payments have negatively affected many businesses, particularly those whose bulk of capital is now locked in non-payment. This has also reduced overall spending and business activity in our economy. To alleviate this situation, I hereby direct that all accounting officers pay and settle all pending bills that do not have audit queries on or before the end of the current financial year, 30th June 2019. Further, I direct that the National Treasury, to secure full compliance of this directive, and at the same time, I also call upon our county governments to follow suit. Going forward and in line with our policy to promote the local industry and enterprise, Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, I direct that all payments for supplies made to national and county governments be processed and made promptly and on a priority basis.
Excellency, the Central Bank of Kenya has now completed the process of producing the new generation banknotes in accordance with the Constitution and all applicable laws. I confirm, Your Excellency, that the new generation banknotes were issued yesterday, May 31, 2019, by a Gazette notice. They are now legal tender. A few words on the new banknotes are in order. The new banknotes bear a significant aspect of our nation, and like the coins, will serve as a means of passing knowledge and conserving culture and promoting our global uniqueness. All banknotes bear the image of Kenyatta International Convention Center, one of the most iconic and recognizable landmarks in our country. The banknotes also embody each of the big five: Nyati, Chui, Kifaru, Simba, and Ndovu. Each banknote has a unique theme to show the richness of our people and nature in our beautiful Kenya. For the 50 shillings, we have green energy, 100 shillings agriculture, 200 shillings social services, 500 shillings tourism, and 1,000 shillings governance. These are the drivers of a newly reborn and prosperous Kenya. Additionally, for the first time, the new banknotes bear features that make them more accessible to the visually impaired members of our society. In the coming days, the Central Bank will roll out an awareness campaign to educate the public on the features of the new banknotes. Your Excellency, the new banknotes will circulate alongside those previously issued but not withdrawn. However, we have assessed the grave concern that our large banknotes, particularly the older 1,000 shillings series, they are being used for illicit financial flows in Kenya and also other countries in the region. Most recently, we have seen the emergence of some counterfeits. These are grave concerns that would jeopardize proper transactions and the conduct of commerce in our currency. To deal conclusively with these concerns, all the older 1,000 shilling series shall be withdrawn. By a Gazette notice dated yesterday, May 31, 2019, all persons have until October 1, 2019 to exchange those notes, after which the older 1,000 shillings banknotes will cease to be legal tender. More details about this will be provided. Finally, let me thank all Kenyans for their patience with us, their contributions in the design of these new banknotes, and their support of the Central Bank as we seek to discharge our mandate. The launch of the new generation banknotes at the Madaraka Day celebrations underscores that the history of the Central Bank is intertwined with the history of our country. Your Excellency, it's now my distinct honor and privilege, and it gives me great pleasure to request you to unveil the new generation banknotes of the Republic of Kenya. The first set of banknotes, series A0001. So we'll open this, Your Excellency, and in here,
Gavana wa Benki Kuu ya Kenya hivi sasa anakabidhi Mheshimiwa Rais noti zenye sura mpya. Wapi magofu wananchi watukufu? Mheshimiwa Rais ameshika 1000 noti ambayo ina sura mpya. Ameshika shilingi 500 sura mpya. Shilingi 200 yenye sura mpya. Magofu wananchi watukufu. Na shilingi 100 yenye sura mpya na vile vile shilingi 50 yenye sura mpya.
Your Excellency, one of the things you'll notice is on the face of it, there is the image of Kenyatta International Convention Center, and on the back, one of them, the 50 shillings has green energy, features green energy. We have agriculture, as I mentioned. We have tourism, and also we have governance. The new banknotes have, on the reverse side, have images that actually show those particular features. In terms of security, we have twice as much security features on this. And one of the things you'll see on any banknote, you can touch, user, you can, for instance, the numbers, and there's some, you can feel the differentiation on the paper. And also, for those of us that are visually impaired, there are some lines on the side that guide you for each one of this. So that's one of the points. Let's show it, please. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Your Excellency, what we need to do is to give you the same views.
Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Rais pamoja na gavana wa Benki Kuu wataweza kuzishika kwa njia nzuri ili tuweze kupiga picha maridadi. Tutaanza. Asante, tupongeze Mheshimiwa Rais kwa kazi nzuri ambayo anazidi kufanya. Tutauliza Mheshimiwa gavana wa Benki Kuu karibia atashika moja wa mbele ambao una ramani mbalimbali na zote zina ishara ya KICC, na upande wa nyuma kupokea album hiyo maridadi kutoka kwa gavana wa Central Bank 1500, 100 hata 50. Asante, tushukuru Mheshimiwa Rais kwa makofi tena. Ilikuwa na mkabidhi Dr. William Ruto album hiyo ili naye aweze kujifahamisha na kufahamikiana na vile. Natoa makofi kwa vile mabwana.